Hey there, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm in my house doing a live video about branding. Today, I wanted to be out on the farm, but I could not find a good connection with good lighting in the same place. It was way too washed out. So here we are in my living room instead, and I appreciate you being here. Branding, let's talk everything branding. I made some notes here I'm gonna pull up. Most farmers will come to me and they'll say, do you know a good designer to help me get my logo and my website all set so I can brand, because that's my brand. But I'm here to tell you that those things are not your brand. Your brand, if you watched part one a couple days ago, make sure you see part one of this video. Your brand is you. That comes first. That comes way before any logo or website. You may be thinking, well, Nike has a swoosh, that's their brand, but they are huge. They've been around forever, and it's a totally different game when you are a direct-to-consumer farmer, all right? Your brand is you. You can't compete with people like that. So don't think that that swoosh is their brand. You are your brand, not your logo or your website or your number of Instagram or Facebook followers or anything like that. So if you are your brand, what does that mean? And let me pull up my notes here. I've got so many little pieces of technology. Okay, and checking my phone to make sure it's showing up, and yes, it is. Okay, we're good to go. So I talked a couple days ago about your brand, Seth Godin says, it's a set of expectations, memories, and relationships which make people decide to buy from you. It's not your logo. It's not that you have the best chickens in the world or the best grass-fed beef on the West Coast or the fastest CSA delivery of organic vegetables. Your product is not your brand. The relationship you have with your customers and your ability to solve their problems and help them reach their goals is your brand. All right. Now that may sound really out there. Like, how in the world am I my brand and the problems I solve? What do you mean? Well, I have the step-by-step worksheets that are free. Be sure to download them. We have it in what's called a branding bundle. The link is right here. Download that so you can do these exercises. The first one we went through a couple days ago is knowing who you're talking to, because you can't build a relationship with someone if you think you're talking to everyone. You will miss all those people. So the first worksheet helps you identify who it is you are building that relationship with. And then the second worksheet is very exciting. We use it in our private marketing course too, and it is the foundation of building your brand. And that is my exact email template I send to those ideal customers I identified in part one of the branding bundle. And I find out why they use my product, because you will never win the marketing game by marketing that you have the best product. You know, you'll never win the most customers and build a profitable farm by saying your milk is the cleanest milk in town. That's not going to win. Or your eggs are 100% pastured from a special breed. Remember, that's not your brand. And I reiterate this a lot, because when I look on Facebook and websites and Instagram, that's what I see. I see people competing on their products, and that won't get you anywhere. So take my email template. You're going to send it out to those people you identified in part one of the branding bundle. And here's the kinds of things you're going to find out. You're going to ask them things like, what is it about my product that matters to you? And remember, these are people you've already identified. You have a relationship with them. What is it about my product that matters to you? You might think, what does that have to do with branding? But you're going to get some answers to that question that you had no idea. You totally were not expecting. And then there's my kitty in the background. And then you take, oh, yay, glad you love that, Carla. You take those answers and you reflect that in your Instagram posts. Not, we have the cleanest, safest milk in the world, but you put in there the reason your customer buys your milk, what it does for their family, and you're going to attract far more people by doing that. And you're going to have that relationship with them, and that is why they choose to buy from you. They choose to buy from you because the relationship you've built with them in person, at the farmer's market, through your email marketing, or on Facebook or Instagram. And in order to build that relationship, you have to know what your products do for them. Okay, another one of the questions in that email template is, let me check on my notes, how does it solve a problem for you or fulfill a need? Again, you're going to get, you may think, wow, Charlotte, that's a crazy question. How do fresh flowers solve a problem for someone? You will get answers back that will shock you and surprise you and open your eyes to a whole new way of being. You take those answers, you put them on your website, in your marketing materials, on an Instagram post, and you're going to attract hundreds more just like that person. All right, that's how you use these things. And I walk you through it in the branding bundle, so be sure you download that. And then another one, how does our product make your life better or your family's life better? You wouldn't believe, sometimes I send the emails out to ask these questions and people write me back and they are in tears. And they say, no one's ever asked me these questions before, or questions like this. No one's ever really cared. Here's what your product does for my family. Things, you know, grass-fed beef, chickens, flowers, vegetables. It doesn't matter what you're selling. It is making a difference in people's lives. And you can't just say on Instagram, make a difference in your life, buy our fresh eggs. You have to put the specific differences it's making in there, and you only get that from talking with your customers. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. One of my customers, I had no idea. I did not know this about her, but she was turning 40. She had just had her 40th baby. And so when I asked her, what does my product do for you? She said, well, I decided that when I turned 40 after having 4 kids, I wanted to look and feel better than I ever looked and felt in my 20s or my 30s. So I joined a CrossFit box and I Googled, you know, everything I needed to do to get in shape. And they said, start changing your diet up to eat the things that our farm produces. And she said, buying your products makes me feel better than I've ever felt in my life. I am more muscular and in better shape than I was in my 20s and 30s, even after having 4 babies. I feel more grounded and calmer in my life than I've ever felt before, and more able to, I mean, she went on and on about these things. I'm going to take those things and build them into my website. And if I said something like, hey, do you find yourself turning 40 this year and wish you could look as good as you looked and felt in your 20s or 30s or even better? I can help. Our grass-fed beef will, you know, make dinner time, et cetera, et cetera. That is your brand. That is you serving and helping your customer because you found out specifically what your products do for them, and then you communicated that to them. And that is far more compelling, and it will buy many, many, many more, or it will attract many, many more people to your product than an ad or a declaration of the best product in the world ever will. Okay. And I know this because we have hundreds of our marketing students practicing this. Okay. So, and it works. Let me just check here on the phone, make sure. Oh yeah, everything's looking good. So thanks for bearing with me here. Be sure to download your branding bundle, and it's all free. Start finding out this information. Include it in your Instagram posts, your Facebook posts, your email marketing, your blog posts, even your signage at the farmer's market. There's my buddy Jasmine. Your signage at the farmer's market, your flyers you hand out. Everything. When you have the solutions that your customers have told you your product offers for them and their family, and it's reflected in everything you do, you will finally build that profitable farm, and there she goes, and you can live that farm life you've dreamed of, which is so difficult to attain without getting your pricing up there and all that. This will help you do that. All right. We've got the solution for you. I spent 2 videos on this week because it's that important. If you miss out on how to build a brand, you will struggle like forever until you finally go out of business. So don't do that. All right. Thanks, you guys, for being here. My kitty is just having a heyday back there. Let me see. Okay, no questions on here. And then let's see what else. Okay, I think that's it. Sorry. We're just having fun watching the kitty in the background. I have 3 more kitties. Just think if they were all here too. All right, thanks you guys. Enjoy the branding bundle. Let's get you profitable. This may be your make or break year. I get those emails all the time where people say, I'm giving myself one more season to make a profit instead of, I know, that's Jasmine, and make a profit. That was Carla said, Kitty is stealing the show. I tried to do this out in the cow pasture in front of my dairy cows because they love when I go on camera. They stand behind me, but the light was too bright and the connection was too weak. So you get the kitty instead of my dairy cows out on lush green grass. So just remember, your brand is not that you have the best milk, the best eggs, the best chickens, the best flowers, or the best vegetables, or chemical-free, or organic, or most grass days per year, or the best breed. None of that matters to our customers. What matters is that you have identified the problems you solve for people. You've identified the goals you help them reach, and that is what you articulate. All right? So we can get you there. Thank you for being here, and I will talk to you soon. I'm going to end this video, and you can feel free to ask questions anytime, email. I'm always here. All right. Thank you.